Hey everyone, in this video we're going to continue doing our project 2. This is the part where it'd be a really good opportunity to come in here and watch and practice videos 1, 3, and 4 in this playlist. They're kind of old and dated videos, but they still show some really cool things that talk about how to use the shape tool, which is video 1, which allows you to be creative and change your cut lines. The direct selection tool allows you to kind of transform those shapes, and then the shape builder allows you to create shapes, with shapes. And they're all, important tools. So I'd take a break here in your space, the outside your artboard, just kind of practice doing those things so you have more options in this portion of the assignment. Now, once we get there, we're going back into our piece this way. Now what we're getting ready to do is talk about cut lines. So right now I have my selection tool. I already have some pre-made cut lines that are over here. If I click and drag through that selection tool again and to show you what we have here, we have a little circle. That's for just like allowing things to be connected. Like if we want to make a necklace or a backpack tag or whatever it may be, we can have that. The circle works well for like small things like earrings and those kind of things. This is a little 1/8" circle. And then this oval over here works better for like dog tags, backpack tags, whatever it may be that way. A little bigger thing, whether it be like a key ring or whatever fitting through. And then we have some shapes over here that are just random. I have a random star shape, a random rounded rectangle, or rounded square. This one actually is in a circle. All right. Now, these are all set up in cut lines. How we know it's a cut line is it doesn't have a fill. It has a red outline or a stroke, and that is set at a 0.072 points. That is happening automatically because I already have them set up, but it also is the default. So over here, if you make any shapes and you end up making them in any colors that you can change here, if you ever wanted to get those colors to snap back to the cut line colors, all we have to do is select the default. Once again, that default is right over there below the two colors. Now, what I'm going to do here is just show a few things about these cut lines. So if I click and drag this one with my selection tool and just place it in the right spot, first of all, you see how these little pink lines show up? These little pink lines are alignment lines. When we come in, the Alt and scroll in is a really important thing to be able to do as far as zooming in, zooming out. It's nice to get these cut lines, or it's important to get these cut lines inside our artboard space. That's once again this white space around or in this document. The white space is where all the things have to be. The gray space outside we can play around in. When we save later on and we move these things around, they will not show up, okay? So we want to come in and organize our cut line the way you want it, the way you planned it out in your assignment of planning this out. So one of the things that I think I showed in my assignment was I wanted to have two. I didn't want to use the space for one. You can kind of use this for one item, 2 items, 4 items probably is the smallest you want to go. But I can come in here and I can move these things around. So I'm going to get rid of this circle just because I'm not going to use it. And if you weren't sure if you're going to use it or not, you can always click and move it off versus selecting and deleting it. Once again, if you use the shape tool, you can make your own. But I'm going to move this oval into that document and use this. So I'm just going to set it over to the side. Now I'm going to reduce the size of this original rectangle by selecting my shape and then using the edge over here just to squish this down. And what I'm going to do is kind of pay attention to the width because this is a 2-inch square, and I'm going to put this so it's a little bit under an inch so I can make 2 of these happen in a space. So 0.9394 is about, 15/16. So it gives enough room so you're actually inside the board. And the purpose of me doing this is I want to actually have 2. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use the Alt key with the selection tool to click and drag that previously selected shape to get 2 of these. All right. Now I can make 2 different pieces. This shape actually is a little nicer shape for like anything like key rings because the square ends up being a little clunky. The square is really nice for like making little magnets or making little medallions, or the square and circle work just fine. But when you go smaller, you can see, you can make these things work better for things that are just a little bit more like for your pocket or whatever it would be that way. Remember, we have a ton of options we can do here: earrings, backpack tags, keychains, whatever it may be. Now, magnets. The next thing is I'm going to come in and just set up my 2 internal cuts to attach these things. One of the things what's really important is making sure this oval is centered. And then the other thing is making sure the space up and down isn't right against the edge. We want to move it in so it's about the same distance that this looks like. I think that's 1/8 of an inch top to bottom. And now that's about 1/8 of an inch. We want to have at least that much because if we don't have that, it's going to end up breaking out or snapping. Now, once again, if I wanted to have these on both, I can click and drag, or Alt key, push down, click and drag, and I'll make a duplicate and have two of these. If I move it around, I should get these alignments to come in, and it'll be in the exact same spot as the other one. Now, in here, like I said before in the video, you can have one shape, it's a cut line. You don't need the connecting lines on the internal cuts unless we plan on connecting them to something else. I made some little magnets for my boys at one time, and those magnets, you can just get a little piece of adhesive on in the back and stick it to your whiteboard or whatever else. They're kind of fun. So those don't need this little internal piece. But anything like earrings, if you're going to make like a bracelet, you can do a lot of little options here. You want to have one of these, maybe two of these if you're thinking about like a bracelet, because you'd have one on the top, one on the bottom. Now, with that being said, I have my cut line set up and ready to go for the next part of the video, or the next portion of the assignment is going to be us coming in and adding text and images. I'm going to go text first because everybody knows how to do that, and then we're going to go images last. And we'll need both those things to have a complete assignment. So, hey, set up your cut lines. Make sure you watch those videos. It'll help you out. And then, well, enjoy making things in Adobe Illustrator. All right? The next videos, back to text tool. Easy stuff, type tool. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Make sure you do a file save when we're all done. Update that before you close it. Thank you.